the inspiration for making this album, I don't really kind of work on like some sort of inspirational idea or anything like that. It was just, basically I just make music because I enjoy making music, and it kind of comes like that. But I guess thematically I had the title for the album before I'd started making any of the songs, and I guess subconsciously that kind of influenced the way the songs turned out, because like everyone always kind of comments about sort of how it all is all based around this sort of theme, and I don't think I ever intentionally did that at any point. It was just kind of, I think, just subconsciously just having that title in mind before I started, it just kind of led the songs down that track, because I did the same thing with my last album as well, so it's kind of something that I like to do now, just kind of think of the album title and then start working on the songs.
People say we're crazy, but they just bet on audible. They just wish for things to fall.
I basically tracked all the songs, and it wasn't until we got to sort of the final stage of mixing and mastering and I actually started to listen back to the record that I was like, oh, I'm really happy with this. Because prior to even 6 songs in, I was kind of like, are these even good? I don't know, Yeah, I guess that's just something to be said for just basically just keep going. Like whatever you're working on, just keep going, keep refining it, and see what you end up with at the end.
Here we are, pouring out shots at the bar.
We were recording it in basically a shack in Avondale, which had never been really, it had never been used to make a record before. So that side of things, it was fun. It was just a really relaxed sort of cool vibe, hanging out with your mates. But at the same time, I was also kind of like, man, is this even going to work? Because we had a computer that would kind of crash every sort of half hour. It's like old as PC. And I was kind of like worried, like, oh, when I get to the mix stage, if I take it to Evan, who mixed and mastered the record, I was wondering if Evan might be like, bro, these aren't good enough, you got to retrack the whole thing. But he liked the vibe and was able to work with it. It was cool because it was basically like, like Alex, who tracked a lot of the album, he's never done a record before. So it was, like kind of like a first-time engineer, working on a record. It was the most hands-on Fire and Ice had ever been in a record, because prior to that they'd kind of just sent off beats and people had gone and made the song.
Things won't be the same again when you see our names again. They're gonna be up in lights, then the silly history. For now it's just another night, so take a picture.
I'm absolutely happy with the release, because basically we put it out for free in the middle of May last year. We put out the original Rose Synth for free online. And a lot of people were just kind of like, you're devaluing your music, it's a stupid idea. But my whole thought, even going into the record, was basically I wanted to increase my fan base overseas, because I just felt like that was the only way, as opposed to like basically selling my records here and just sealing them down here and then not being able to get distribution for them overseas. I was just kind of like, why don't I put my best foot forward and put the record online for free so everyone can hear my best work, I'm in the zone, yeah.
Yeah, stay prepared for the up and downs. Life is like a seesaw. Some say it's a bitch, man, I couldn't agree more.
We ended up with like 60,000 downloads or something, now I got fans like in different countries and stuff, which is cool. But then subsequently we ended up releasing the record, a commercial version of the record late last year, and they ended up being the biggest selling hip-hop album in the country last year. So yeah, I was happy. Like, I didn't know how that was going to go, because I was kind of like, we added the 4 new songs, and I tried to make like this deluxe package because I knew there was, there was fans that wanted to buy it. But at the same time, I really didn't know how well it would be received, being that people already basically had the record. So it was kind of just like, it was basically pitching it like, if you really like the record that much, would you want to pay for it? And yeah, I was fortunate that my fans actually came out and got it, so it was great.
Really flip around on you in the day until tomorrow.
Being a finalist for the Taite Prize is sick. Like my last record, Something Awesome, was a finalist as well. So it's cool just because it kind of validates you in the sense that this is a purely creative award. It's not about being the biggest artist or the most popular or whatever. Because the thing was, when we made the record, I basically it was kind of a decision that we were just like, oh, we're kind of ruling ourselves out of any awards. Because we're going to put it out for free, and that's going to put it out of contention for everything, and it's going to put it out of contention for radio and all this sort of stuff. And it's real ironic that subsequently it's been my most sort of critically lauded work, it's been my most popular work, so it's great to be sort of acknowledged amongst those peers, so it's sick.
Try focus on your own life, then you see Haitians with
favorite local record. I liked PNC's record. Like, obviously I thought there were songs on there that were pretty outstanding. As far as like in the finalists, I liked the UMO record. It was sick because I thought like just some of the drums and the breaks sounded like some hip hop stuff, so I was stoked on that. Yeah, I kind of went back and revisited the Electric Wire Hustle album. I was listening to that a lot, so it's cool. If I won the 10K, I'd basically just take it and, you know, save it to actually put back into music, really. One thing I would want to do is I'd just take a portion of it and actually pay my bro Toma, whose studio we used, and pay Alex, who was the first time engineer. You know, subsequently I've gone and put those guys in the band and brought them on the road with me, so that was our way to kind of make money. But yeah, it'd be nice to kind of pay those dudes back, you know.